Hey everybody, today is Saturday, January 7th, 2023, and daily inspiration today is coming from two sources. One, Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart, and two, my experience with life and recovery. My clean date is August 5th, 2020, so as long as I continue on this path that I'm on, I'll have 3 years in August. Life and recovery is about unraveling, unveiling, and digging into the layers of our soul that we have numbed our way through. My first form of addiction actually wasn't pot, it was food. And food still has a grip over me. I still grab for food for emotional comfort. And I've dug into the layers and I know why that is. It's not an easy one to let go of because we have to eat. And so it's really easy to tell yourself, I'm just going to grab for the cake. I had a piece of cake for dinner last night. Not great. But I had feelings that I didn't want to feel. And so I grabbed for a piece of cake and that was my dinner. And I have to let it be. I have to just let it be. So life and recovery allows me the opportunity to forgive myself for the reaches like that. It allows me to get around other like-minded people that are also struggling with things, mainly emotions in their life that they just don't want to feel. And you'll hear that over and over again in the rooms that it wasn't about their drug of choice, it was about not wanting to feel what they felt. And that's what got me to the rooms, was not wanting to feel what I felt for many years, and deciding that if I'm going to move through this next pathway, I need to feel. Otherwise, I'm going to go right back to where I was at. When you are somebody that can acknowledge that you are reaching for something so that you don't have to feel, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be gambling, it could be sex, it could be shopping, it could be food, it could be any myriad of things that you distract yourself with consistently so that you don't have to feel the emotions that are surfacing in the body. For me, it was pot, and I would tell myself that I needed it to calm my restless legs down because I have severe restless leg syndrome. The reality is that a year prior, I had gone to a yoga retreat and I had written in my journal that, I'm here on this retreat. I'm eating nutritious food. I'm moving my body. I'm spiritually connecting. I'm not smoking any pot, and my body felt amazing. Maybe I have an issue with pot. And it wasn't until a year later that I actually was willing to um, move through the denial and ask a friend to take me to a meeting. There were so many signs, there were so many red flags, and I just didn't want to feel in the life that I was in. And I still am that way. I still have days where I don't want to feel the emotions that are coming up. But I'm committed to not using drugs. Sometimes I use food, and that'll be a process for me to release. That's why the cleanse that I'm doing next Friday is important, because right now I have some feelings that I'm not wanting to um, feel. And I've been reaching for food that's not nutritious. It triggers my restless legs and it's unhealthy. And so I need a reboot. Um, I need to feel, and I need to take the power away from the food by not having it in a way that is easily accessible to me. So the Melody Beatty's reading for today is about joy and about choosing to be happy. And I always find that interesting that when, we tell people, you have to choose your emotion. Sometimes that might be, but it's not until you're able to actually acknowledge the rooted feeling that you're trying to cover up. So if you can say to yourself, I am just really feeling lonely today. I want to choose to be happy. How can I shift from one side to the other? And that comes with understanding who you are and the things that make you feel good inside that are a healthy alternative to drugs or any other form of a substance that you grip onto to numb the pain. The other thing that Melody Beatty said, let me pull this reading for today because I thought it was great. Joy is an attitude. And so it caused me to really pause and reflect on feeling versus attitude. Can I have an attitude today of joy when I'm actually feeling sad? Right? It separates them in a different light. So I thought that was helpful for me, and maybe it is for you too. Life clean, life sober is beautiful and bittersweet at the same time. Because if you're somebody that's been numbing for years, all those feelings that you've been numbing are still within you and they come out like a volcano. And luckily, we have sponsors and meetings and conventions that we can surround ourselves with people and hear their stories and how they've walked through a difficult experience with strength and hope. And it gives us faith that we can too. So that's my message for today, that if you are somebody that might be struggling with some form of addiction, whether you think that it's at a level that you need support or not, dig into a 12-step program. Find some resources online that show you what the steps are. Answer some of those questions for yourself. The work that we do in recovery is very similar to the work that I do through yoga. It's just giving me really specific questions to help me peel away the layers that I've covered up over the heart. I hope wherever you are this Saturday evening that you are amidst a restful heart, one that is able to be open and free and not bound by the past or anxiousness of the future. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Thanks for watching. Cheers.